Alright, welcome back everybody. This is the Benjamin and you're watching Let's Play Xenogears, the greatest JRPG on the face of the earth. So last time we made it to the mausoleum below Nissan. Told people it was okay. To come back, basically okay to go back to the surface. Because they were hiding out in the shelter from the Ava army. But now we're going to be looking further into the mausoleum to try to find the secret treasure. Which we're going to have to use the Fatima Jasper to get through. Which apparently is the retinas of the, what is it, the Fatima dynasty. So, I mean, we're kind of on the right track, because we got Bart, who apparently is a descendant, and Margie is as well, since they are, in some ways, blood relatives. So, yes. So, this is a, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is a part of the game where, essentially, you have, you're going to be exploring a little bit, but there's not going to be any enemies. So this is, this apparently is the back part of the mausoleum, which smells like mold because it's been abandoned for centuries. But perhaps something good will come from investigating this place. I hope so. So you'll have to forgive me if I get a little bit lost in this part of the game, just because everything kind of looks alike. Like, these little hallways that you notice. Oh, look at this. These hallways look very similar. But yes, those are the same angels that we saw. Remember, way back when Seitan Uzuki was giving us his dissertation on the two angels. They represent mankind, about mankind's need for one another. So, I guess this is the gateway to the treasure. Yep. What is that thing? Looks like one of those binoculars that you use to look at faraway points of interest, like in San Francisco. Ah, okay. Cool. All right, so we gotta use our retinal powers to open the door. Zip, doop, 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 doop. Oh wow. That sounds like an AOL dial-up right there. Margie and Bart just activated a 56K modem. We're gonna, we're going to connect to the the mausoleum network. Check our email, or maybe not. Well, Shekai couldn't have gotten past there because he definitely does not have the retinal patterns. Sweet. What is up ahead? Ooh, okay. So Margie's on top of this. Ooh la la. So we're going to some ancient ruins now. I mean, we've gone to ancient ruins before. Really ancient ruins, like when we went to the when we actually went to the excavation site, but I mean, this is still pretty old. So, yeah, I'm literally just kind of poking around, just so you guys know. Ooh, gauges and meters. This looks like spooky stuff. Ooh la la, buttons. Hit the buttons. Ah. I don't know. This is all pretty. I like the glowing red light though. That's pretty cool. I approve. Bart's like, well, I do like this dialogue though. It does keep the game fresh. It would be really depressing if we were just trying to explore all this and nobody was saying anything. They were just like, dum 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 dum, exploring an ancient ruin. Not gonna make any commentary whatsoever. All right, so I guess we're gonna try to fiddle with some buttons, maybe. Can we do anything right now? Oh. Because I know later on you do have to come back and fool around with some stuff. Oh, maybe there is a button. Huh. Nothing's on. Come on, Ellie. Ellie, you're an expert on ancient technology because you live in Solaris. Ah. So, yeah, it looks like nothing here is active at the moment, but that's okay. Interesting. Yeah, so this is the game trying to tell you, okay, go find the treasure first. Yeah, we're gonna have to explore. But yeah, you will come back here later on when the time is right. What is through this door? So we have another one. Yay! Okay, so again, this is where I very likely will get lost, but I will try my best not to. Ah. Directional energy. Okay, so we're going up the elevator. Gonna hit the button. Yeah, so just remember to go back down later on. You only have to do this part of the game once, thankfully. Like, there's not going to be a lot of deep exploration of this area. But it is easy to get lost. And thankfully, there's no enemies. If there were enemies here, that would just drive me out of my friggin' mind. I think it would drive everybody out of their mind. Okay, so what's over here? So I believe we're kind of semi-circling around now. Energy block. Okay. What is in here? Okay. So there's a door here. Let's see what's on this side. Yeah, see? This is why it's so hard, it's so easy to get lost, because right now I have absolutely no idea where I am. It's just kind of like we're just poking around. Okay, so this is the big... This is like the major area where there's like some kind of... Like obviously in that central circular thing there was supposed to be a giant object of some sort. It's just that right now the power is definitely off, and that is problematic. And I think that we're supposed to open that gate is the idea, so we're gonna have to try to find our way into... We're gonna have to find a switch or something to basically get that gate, and getting out of here can be a real pain in the butt. All right, yep. There's a nice little tractor over there. Okay, so that light right there is the door that leads out. As far as I know, that's the only one that leads out. So we are gonna have to do some exploration, a little bit more exploration. And yeah, this is probably not, I would say, one of the strong points of the game, just because it's making you kind of circumnavigate this entire place, and it can be a little bit frustrating. But there's multiple ways. Well, actually, there's only really one way to do it, but you just kind of have to create like a small little map of your head, not necessarily like trying to figure out the entire thing, but having a good idea. So this leads us back to the same place. Yeah, there's a bunch of doors, as I said, multiple ways that you can get into that particular room. And that can make things a little confusing. That can make things slightly difficult, so to speak. But as you can see, like, you know how it's like kind of curving to the right? It's indicating that there is... and as you can see, I think if I'm correct, this is going to also lead back to the same room. This is an indication, like, if you're in that circular room, what's going to happen is all of these doors will lead to the same place. So if you find yourself in the curving hallway, it means that you're going to find yourself pretty soon in that particular area, which can be kind of confusing. So then we get to the end. Number 2, elevator block. So this just leads back to where we're supposed to go before. So I guess now we're gonna find like a relay station or something, like a power button to reactivate all of this stuff. We have to do the energy block. So I guess maybe it's in here, or maybe not. Okay, so this is the semicircular hallway, which we don't want to go to. Which we definitely do not want to go to right now. So if it says energy block, then that'll take you to where the semicircular room is, and we do not want that. So I suppose we have to go back down. So we've established so far that basically the second floor is where we're going to have that circular room with that hallway with that door we want to open up, which is fine. So we know where it is. I'm just trying to reorient myself. I'm speaking to you, the listeners, but I'm also kind of speaking to myself. I'm just hoping that we make some progress today, because this can be slightly confusing. So I think this might take us back to, yeah, this room. Okay, We don't need to go here yet, because that room is deactivated, but perhaps there's another room. Now, this might lead us backwards, which we don't want to go to, necessarily. Okay, so we don't want to go there. This process of elimination. So that leads to that room, and then this leads to... so I don't think we've been here yet, actually. This might lead us to another room. This might lead us to a room that we have not been... And, okay, we have been here. Okay, there's got to be a button here somewhere. I'm thinking there's got to be something. A button, something. Because, like, right now we're not turning on any power. Nothing happens. Okay. Hey, okay. So maybe we do have to go back upstairs. I'm just... this part's so frustrating. Oh, look. Desert worm. Alright, so that's for Bart. That's awesome. Okay, so let me figure out what we're supposed to do, and I'll be right back with you guys. Ah, okay. So, I believe I found the correct room, and it is in the energy block. So, here we go. A Jasper lock. That is so cool. So, after this, what I will do is I'll show you guys exactly how to get here. It's not too hard. It's just kind of a matter of trial and error, really. So we're dialing in once again into AOL Instant Messenger, the AOL network, and so that will actually have an effect. So first of all, let me show you. So this is one of the energy block doors, so this leads to the big room, and if you go out here, this will lead you back to the semi-circular hallway. So this is... So if we're kind of just scrolling through the doors on the right, that one is from the, I guess, the west end. Yeah, so that would be the second door on the right. So most of these doors will just lead to other parts. And by the way, there's actually a few treasures that will show up. I think there might be one in here as well. I got like a Death Blower 1, which is in another treasure for Bart, and so you will find treasure chests just kind of lying around. So the Death Blower, anybody who equips a Death Blower will sort of automatically get the ability to, what is it? Basically the ability to use your level 1 Death Blows. So that's pretty cool. Darn. So I think this actually might be... I can't know for sure, but I think what this does is this might actually activate the stuff downstairs. The room that was full of the red lights, that might have turned that on. So we're going to check there, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so what I said before, totally do not listen to that. So let me show you something. This is where the game gets a little bit tricky. So, like, you know how I said that all those other rooms were actually the same one? Apparently, they're different rooms. So, this is the control room, just so you see. This is where you activate the Jasper, and then you want to go straight to this one. See, common sense goes a long way, doesn't it? Ah, okay. So now I know where we are, and now we're actually in a slightly different room. You notice how it's zoomed in a little more? And here's a big, scary red platform, and you think you're going to stay in the middle and something's happening. But what you really want to do is you want to go up this path. What's going to be at the end of this path? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenogears with the Benjinator, and I'll see you guys next time.